Well, hello, and welcome to Story Time. I am your host, MYRNA Ivette, and I'm so happy to be with you today. I am once again, at the lake. I can't really show you the lake from where I'm sitting because I'm a little bit parked past the lake. I could see a little corner of it. There's a lot of people by the lake today, but that didn't stop me from coming here and taping and talking to you. I feel this is an important message for the collective that is going to be listening, that is going to need this message, that will resonate. I pray that the people that are meant to hear this will hear it. And I pray that it blesses you and it brings you closer to your destiny and closer to your dreams. I feel that that's my calling. My calling is to bring a healthy mindset and an empowerment of people to move closer to their destiny without having all of those hindrances and blockages that happen on a daily, regular basis, which of course I experience myself. We all do as humans. We experience daily living and daily hindrances and things that happen. We think that it's going to flow so perfectly every single moment, but it's just not reality. Reality is that life has did you ever see, and I saw this yesterday in a picture, when someone passes on, their timeline just flats out. It's just flat. But when you're living, your line of and your heart rate, it goes up and down like this. And that's how life is. Life is up and down like this. Life can take its turns. You could be up 1 minute where your dopamine is wonderful and your everything is flowing perfectly, and then the next minute it could just take an event. It could take 1 second, one person, one thought, one memory, and all of a sudden our mind just goes flying to another direction, And that's the thing that we need to realize, that we have control of our minds. People might think, oh no, there's a lot of people even that have issues with their mindset and and situations where the mind is a powerful thing, and once it gets that thought that's negative, they ride that wave, and they ride that wave of negativity. Well, I tried to teach, being a mindset coach, you don't have to ride that wave. You could just say, but it's so funny because sometimes it actually feels good to ride the wave. I want to be discouraged today. I want to be angry. Don't bother me. I like being angry, and you just get a little like, you kind of like that little rebellious little person in you, But it's so funny because you really have the authority to tell the mind what to say and what to do. You have that authority. The Bible says you have the mind of Christ, And as having the mind of Christ, you could just say no, this far and no further. You could just set a boundary and just say an event happens, or somebody says something to you. Let's just do an example. Somebody says something to you and an event happens, and you could just meanwhile you're going to a party. Let's say you're going to a party, and then right before you go to the party, something happens. And you really planned all week to go to this party, but now you're mad. Somebody said the wrong thing, did the wrong thing, didn't act the way that you think that they should have acted, or whatever happened to cause your an upsetness in you. Well, you have the authority to put that on hold. You really do. You really have the authority to take authority over your mind. You could just say, shut up. This is the way it's going to be. I'm going to have a great time. Speak it out. I'm going to have a great time at this party. I'm going to have all the great food that they have, maybe a cocktail, maybe this. I'm going to dance my socks off, and I'm going to have a great time. And I'll deal with that other issue tomorrow. You know, like, you really can. You really have the authority to say yes, and you have the authority to say no. You have the authority to say this far and no further. You have the authority to set boundaries. You know, I love boundaries. You know, I used to have a time where, when I was younger, where as the baseball game, 3 strikes you're out. You know, and it was 3 strikes you're out. I'm not talking to you no more. And then I went and I kind of grew up, and then it was 2 strikes you're out. 2 strikes, I'll let you, one more time, and I'll let you get away with. I don't have that anymore. There's no strikes. With me right now, I'm like, done. One time you treat me less than my boundary, and you're passing that boundary, and you make me feel less than, it's done. It's done. And it's harsh. It could be rough, but in all reality, it comes down to valuing yourself. You having value in you, having value in your persona, in who you are. You're not allowing people to walk and step all over you. You're just not doing it. You're saying this far, no further. You're not going to talk to me like that no more. You're not going to lie about me no more. You're not going to do this. You're not going to tell me something and have no action no more. Let me tell you, there's so many people out there that promise you a bed of roses, and they do nothing. Nothing. It's absolutely squash nothing. You know? That's called all talk and no action. Okay? The best thing that those people can do is shut their mouth. Don't promise anybody a bed of roses. You're better off, because you know what you look like? You look like a effing liar. You look like a liar. A liar who says one thing and does another because of convenience of whatever you want to do with your life. It's effed up. But does that mean that I have to be affected by these people? And it could be friends. It could be family. It could be people at work. It could be whatever. You have to value yourself first before anybody else. This is a harsh word, but you have to become the person who matters. Because I'll tell you what, there are people that don't treat you like you matter. They'll treat you like, oh yeah, oh she's this or he's that. No. No, you're a queen. And you're an empress. You're an emperor. You're a king. You do not need to be treated like garbage. You want to give them 3 strikes? You can. Sure. Why not? I stopped that shit. I'm just happy with myself. I know who I am. I know whose I am. And I'll tell you, those that value you will value you. Your tribe will find you. Your tribe will find you because you are so beautiful and so special that you need to be celebrated in every room that you walk into. You need to be celebrated. You are the 1%. You are the A-list. And the thing is this, you're not being treated like that. And you're putting up with that bull crap. Bullshit is what it is. They don't call it dog shit. Dog shit is small. A bull is big. That's how big this bull crap is. You don't need to put up with anything or anyone any longer ever again. Learn your value. I love you. I will